I am all ears. The Ghost Fancast.
Hello, welcome back to the I Am All Ears podcast with me, Alva. Today I'm joined with Alana, Cami, and Katie. Hello. Sorry it's been a while. Hello.
Hi.
Blowing the dust,
We've missed you all so much.
Blowing the
blowing
dust off. Yeah, sorry it's been a while. It's been both busy and not busy because, like I said, there's been a lot of stuff going on and then sort of a dormant period. Also had the big Sado, but we're back. Hopefully can make this a bit more of a regular thing now. Today's just going to be a bit of a catch up and what's been going on since we last spoke. Quite a lot of big milestones, to be honest. Some good things, some bad things. Yeah, let's have a little refresher of what's been going on in the year of our Lord 2025 since we last spoke. So obviously we had the Skeletour. I think the next big thing we had was the Birmingham Q&A. I'm not going to delve into too much of that because shit show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Basically, HMV forgot that we were outside and let us line up. Let us decide how the line works.
Yeah, because tell me how I was like number 16 and then suddenly by the time it was time to go in, I was like number 50. That's all I'm saying. And also, like, King come out, curtains opened, there he is, stunning. No notes, amazing, never been done before. People decided to shout out over him. That was frustrating.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened, mostly.
We'll say as well, I don't think he thought there was going to be as many people there as there was. Because the one in London was only about, I would say, like 100 people. And he was fine with that. You could totally tell he was fine with that, you know?
Yeah.
Even with the shouting out and stuff, he was completely fine. Birmingham was like a way more people.
Yeah.
Was there more time between like when it was announced versus like when it happened?
It's the
like
size of the venue. It was the size of the
Oh.
venue. Because the one in London was like it was the upstairs part of that's kind of held for book kind of signings, I think.
Yeah, it's not like it's not the store.
Yeah. Whereas the one in Birmingham, it was like the shop floor.
Right, but like were there people that didn't get in from the London Q&A that were lined up with us?
I don't remember. I think
everybody that was at London was like there. Or more, you know, I mean, like all of the London people, like if you took all the London people from that Q&A, they could have fit in there very easily, and then like there was still a lot of space for more people, and you could see on his face when he kind of came through the curtain, he was like, "Oh, okay," for a little second, because there was a lot of people.
I really wanted this to be good because this, obviously, if you don't know me, I'm from Birmingham, so this is my hometown. I wanted us to do like, you know, put on a good show, but in fairness to us, the people that were acting out, I know full well aren't local because, like, you know, send them about, or like, you know, I know most of the Midland guesties, and it weren't them. No. So I was like, for God's sake, this is the impression he has on my city, and it's this. But hopefully he wasn't too-faced by it.
He's probably not blaming Birmingham on them. I will
everyone
say,
hates us as it is.
I will say I do appreciate the fact that he did eventually, like, he kind of was reacting to people shouting out, especially at the front, shouting out, and then eventually just decided, actually, I'm not going to do this anymore, and just never turned back round to them.
Yeah, he did start to like stand up a little bit because like it kind of happened at the London one, and he was just kind of like done with it. But even the host in the Birmingham one was just kind of like, "Oh, thanks for that." Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Like, thank you, random citizen.
I think he worked for the first guy was the London guy was Metal Hammer, wasn't he? This guy doesn't he have a podcast or something?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
like. If you take the first guy, I think was better because he didn't ask like a lot of questions himself. He just asked questions that were from fans. So a lot more fan questions got asked.
Yeah.
A lot more varied fan questions got asked. Whereas the second guy was good at kind of controlling the crowd a little bit, like making sure that Tobias could talk, but then didn't ask very many fan questions because he was asking quite a lot of like very basic questions anyway. So if he could just take the question answers part from the first guy and the control the second guy had and smash them together, you'd have the perfect bald man to interview Tobias. Because both of them are bald.
I do want to give a shout out to Hannah, who during the Q&A I felt my phone buzz and I looked up, and even though she was stood right next to me watching Tobe, she messaged saying, "Guys, can you get toxic shock syndrome if I've left my tampon in this long?" And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, girly, man's on stage.
Who
Not that out.
cares? If you die happy.
I've still got the screenshot of when I took a photo of that, and I just looked up at Tobe and then looked down at my phone and just saw Hannah scared about my tampon. I love Hannah.
Just so funny. I loved. There was a little bit of the Q&A that I loved. Whenever he was talking about Kiss, and he was talking about songs, and he talked about the song like She's Only 16 or whatever.
Oh God,
I can't remember the song. Yeah, and then he went, "Doesn't work now," and then he mentioned Michael Jackson, and then he went, "Just
Also
talking about the music." Just like this man's like, no.
We love a self-awakening. But yeah, if you want to go listen to that, it is on my YouTube channel for the listen to the whole thing, so you can get a grip.
Yes.
I mean, obviously it was worth it, like going, but it was really frustrating. Talking
if
about
he ever does it again, if he ever hears this, do it again in London.
Yeah,
that size venue,
sorry.
that was perfect.
I'm also sorry for like Birmingham just existing. Speaking of, I just want to give a quick shout out to apparently the Forge women were spotted in Poundland, which is the Poundland I go into quite often, and I'm not going to confirm nor deny that I've seen the photo, but Poundland, the Forge women like to shop there apparently, which
they like a deal.
If you don't know what Poundland is, it's basically like our dollar store, but not everything's actually a pound or a dollar.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not in this economy.
Not a dollar anymore either.
We call that the Dollar General here. So
yeah.
You Pound General.
Yeah.
I guess the second big thing that happened, still in Birmingham, literally the day after, was the Back to the Beginning concert.
He did
which
so
was
good.
He did so good. So yeah, obviously Tobe was there. He did a rendition of Bark of the Moon, which was a complete wild card. I did not expect that. I was fortunate enough to be there, so I was just there like absolutely dying. I also want to give a special fuck you to Villa Park for the stand we were in. I can't remember which stand we were in, but it's the one. It's not Trinity and it's not Holt. I want to say Doug Ellis. No food whole day. Literally, I was starved. They'd run out of food by like 11 o'clock in the morning. And because it goes straight onto the street, that stand, there was no fan area with like the trucks outside, which every other stand had. Other than that, probably the best concert I've ever been to. I also want to give a special shout out to all the people that booed David Draymond. You're a real one.
We love to see it.
I'm fucked off as well because I kept saying before the show, I feel like he's going to do Shot in the Dark and Tobe would do like a really good rendition of it. And then when David Draymond came out and sang it, I was like, for fuck's sake.
Wasted.
Years of academy training wasted.
But I like, my favourite bit though was when he says, "You're going to bark for me, Birmingham." I wonder if there's a little thought in his head going, these people, like a lot of these people in this audience are older than me. They're all probably don't like me, and they're not my little gay audience who would actually bark for me, who I do make bark for me on the regular. So this is,
Little did he know, I was there barking.
Yeah.
I saw somebody on Twitter say, if it had been his regular audience, that place would have sounded like a goddamn dog pound.
Yeah. And then he did that interview where he said he wanted to sing it in a lower, like, octave down, and they wouldn't let him. Because, like, one guy in the band was like, "I only have this instrument with me," or something. And he's like, "Fuck it, I'll do it in the higher tone." He's like, "I should have stood my ground." It's like, "You should have!"
But it still worked out good.
I think it was the guy from, if I'm honest. Because he was hardly there on stage with it. Like, the other two guys were in a lot of the other songs, and from what I remember, had other instruments, and I feel like it was the guy from So, boo you!
Yeah.
One thing that I will say, person from, like, I was there, obviously, and then, like, when I got back, I will say, like, hearing it live he sounded better live than whatever the fuck they mixed in the live stream.
It's like that Queen thing all over again.
Funny enough, we forgot to mention that. So yeah, obviously, like he did. Was it the Polar Prize? The Polar Prize for Queen. Obviously, which was just basically, it's a bit like getting an MBE in Sweden, but like for music and culture and stuff. So Queen were there, and he did Bohemian Rhapsody, and everyone kind of obliterated him for it.
It's like, you try singing Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not easy.
Again,
It's
not what
very
I would
fucking
picked for him,
hard.
but
No.
Pop King,
And then the symbol, the big symbol.
the big fuck ass gong.
Bong at the end. But it sounded better, like on the tapes, on the videos people
Yeah.
posted from inside. It sounded way better
Yeah.
than the mix that they broadcast. And I'm like, what happened to this mix?
What the fuck were they doing? I don't fucking know, and I don't think they did either.
Nope.
No. But I think it's funny that this is the second time that they have forced him to sing the act's most popular song. Because I could just imagine getting the phone call and it's like, oh, we want you to sing for Queen. Don't make me do Bohemian Rhapsody. You're gonna do Bohemian Rhapsody. Fuck.
They need you
Can
to
I
do Enter
anything else? No.
Like
No.
he's gonna perform in front of fucking Metallica, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna play Enter Sandman." And I'm like, "Oh my god, no!"
He did an interview where he talked about that, and he was like, "Can I literally do anything else?" And they were like, "No, it's Enter Sandman or nothing." And he's like, "Okay."
At least they didn't make him do Crazy Train, because I think he would have actually probably flipped a table.
Yeah. I kind of wanted him to do The Show Must Go On or something out there, but I don't know if he could have handled the high notes at the end.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect, but he's not a high note person, you know.
Yeah, and then for back to the beginning, honestly, any song other than Bark of the Moon was my like expectation. I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, he still got one thing I was not expecting as well, because he was never mentioned on that he was going to be on the lineup, was Travis Barker drumming.
Yeah.
Two people I never would have thought I'd see together.
And then he kind of got overshadowed because Steve Tyler came out after him.
Again, as a surprise, because he was never really put up on the lineup. The only thing was that he was kind of seen in Birmingham at like the hotels, like
Yeah.
like I'm stressed because the hotel that most of the people stayed in was the hotel that I stayed at for Ghost. Me and Cammy were there. And that's where like, and there was like pictures of like James Hetfield in the fucking bar and everything, and Steven Tyler walking out, and I was like, what the fuck? And then like the rest of them stayed in another hotel, which I won't name because again, people stay there quite often. Which Tope had stayed in before because I know because there was an interview. And I was just like, what the? It was so stressful seeing everyone just wander around my city. Like, why is everyone here?
Unfun Steve Tyler fact: that man adopted a 16-year-old girl so he could continue to have a sexual relationship with her.
Boo.
Oh.
So, I hate Steve Tyler.
Other than that, great day, great charity event.
Ozzy looked like he was having a blast.
Oh yeah, which
You could definitely tell he wanted to get up, but he couldn't. You know, like.
Oh yeah. Not a single tear.
I was crying.
My boyfriend cried, and I've never seen that man cry.
Yeah.
He also doesn't show emotions that much, so again, it was a lot. Well, speaking of, we have to get onto the next big thing, which was obviously Ghost performing at Madison Square Garden, which again, me,
Somber
Kate, and
note.
Cammy were lucky enough to attend. But a quick side note on that day, obviously, we were getting ready to go in after we got our wristbands, and obviously the news of Ozzy passing dropped. So it was a bit of a weird one. So it was obviously meant to be like a big day for Tobe and, you know, pretty much bucket list item. And literally we got inside and you know like how they play the pre-music, Crazy Train came on and I was just having a mental breakdown on the fucking floor. Like crying while the Swedes were like consoling me.
Yeah.
And this fucking girl, bless her, like she was just so loud talking about her job at Walgreens. And I was just, please, like, shut the fuck up. I'm crying here. She's like, I worked at Walgreens this one time. And they was, and I was like, I can't handle this right now.
I'm mourning. Please stop talking about Walgreens.
I seen someone on Twitter saying they were like, said that they went to Madison Square Garden expecting something really, exciting to happen, and then it was just another show, and it was like, yeah.
But at Madison Square Garden, hello.
Yeah.
Also,
so
as
good.
well, we'll say I'm annoyed that a lot of like metal, like Facebook pages, for magazines and stuff, took his quote about Ozzy. So he was the Prince of Darkness, but he brought a lot of light. They used that quote for like we're talking about Ozzy, like in the week after he died, and never credited him for saying it. I was like,
honestly, as soon as he opened his mouth and started saying that again, I was crying, bawling.
Yeah.
And like I was already like on the verge of tears anyway because it was such a good moment for him, and I got like this at the Lynch Open show where it was like big moment and I was getting emotional, and then the same was happening. So like, oh my god, this is such a big moment here, and then it was just like the pretty much founder of heavy metal has just died today, and also like it's a big loss. Like it felt like a big loss for me because of just being like a Brummy guy, and yeah, it was a weird vibe in the room.
I think the funniest thing that also happened from that was they posted the video of his little speech about it. Then they took it down again and then put it back up again because Madison Square Garden apparently had asked them to put their name on it.
Yeah, because I was gonna mention that. I was like, how they posted it like literally like minutes after the show ended, like they posted it so quick, and it was like, oh, like it was nice, and it was like there for like what, a day, and then it got taken down, and then everyone was just like weirded out by it, and then it also like felt off because everyone was sharing, like every like metal person, rock person, whatever, was sharing their sentiments about Ozzy, and then like Ghost just deleted theirs. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's all because Madison Square Garden needed their logo on it. And they needed it on there correctly because they had to post it twice.
Yeah. Actually, you need to make sure they know that it was filmed in Madison Square Garden. I sent it
actually, can you change the placement of that? It's actually supposed to be right here, and it's supposed to be this big.
It's the most American thing that I've ever seen happen is like marketing a fucking tribute.
Yeah,
It was annoying, but like, but no, I knew at the end of the day, like realistically, like it wasn't going to be any different than any other one because it wasn't like advertised as like a special show. Like the Kia Forum, for example, was advertised as like significant. But the significance of this is just literally for namesake. Like they're playing at a sold out show, headlining Madison Square Garden.
And I think people got confused because of that Statue of Liberty video that they thought
I was
something
about to
big was
say
going to happen.
that. Yeah, I really love that ad. Like this, somebody whoever's making the ads for like whoever's working on the ads for Ghost really loves the isolated vocals of Lacrima. Because they use it all the time, but it works so well.
Well, I think the main point of that post was another thing we have to mention, because one, they played at Madison Square Garden, and they were also going to be on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
With Jimmy Fallon. That was a big thing for them as
Lacrima.
well. Lacrima.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a bit because like fucking hell, there was a lot that happened.
I forgot that a few of us were able to see it.
We infiltrated.
So jealous.
I'm in. Copy, I'm in.
I'm in.
What was the what was I going to say? I don't think Ghosts have ever actually played Madison Square Garden at all. Like, as in, because I think I remember saying they were going to support Avenged Sevenfold there, and then it didn't happen for whatever reason.
No,
so
I'm pretty sure it's their very first time there.
How fucking iconic! Sell out.
Yeah,
Madison Square Garden in your first round.
Your very first time, like being in Madison Square Garden as a headliner, and you sold out.
Yeah,
going back to the Q&A for a wee second though, when everybody would mention about playing Madison Square Garden, and everybody cheers, and he goes, "We haven't done it yet."
Well, you have now.
Because it's the thing. It's because like he said himself, there's this kind of worry about the shows getting cancelled because like shows get cancelled quite a lot at Madison Square Gardens for reasons I don't know why, but they end up getting cancelled quite a lot. Yeah. So that's why he kept saying, like, we haven't done it yet, because like there was a real possibility that at some point it could get cancelled.
It was cute. I remember seeing when we got in, because we like me and Alva, or no, all of us had VIP, but me and Alva were like in the pit VIP, and so we got in there early, and we saw it said like, oh, welcome, the garden welcomes Ghost, or Ghost welcome to the garden, or something, and it was like, oh.
Do you remember as well when he was on stage and he said like, "Funny, you dream about these things and then suddenly you're here, huh?" And he was just sort of standing there.
It's probably having a very weird emotional day,
Yeah. Well, yeah, like Ozzy dying and then that.
Yeah.
And then, fuck me. Don't know how he felt. I was traumatized.
Well, I imagine it was like a weird amount of pressure on him too, just because like one, it's Madison Square Garden, it's a sold out show. It's supposed to be. It's like it's big. It's a great achievement to do that. and then you have to do it on the day that fucking Ozzy Osbourne passes away, and it's like, oh my god. Like you have to say something, and you don't, and he wanted to dedicate the show to Ozzy. It's like, well, then you have to put on the best show you've ever put on.
Yeah. It was quite nice as well. Like as we were leaving, there was people chanting like Ozzy, Ozzy, and then literally there was a billboard that Madison Square Garden put up saying like "Rest in peace, Ozzy." And I was like,
Oh.
oh, fuck. No, the show was probably one of the best I've seen, I think, as well.
It was good. And I want to give a personal shout out to the staff of Madison Square Garden, because everybody was really cool and really helpful. Because I passed out a little bit in the heat and it was bad, and I ended up backstage in the medical tent. Well,
Oh.
it's not a tent, it was a room. But like I ended up backstage in the medical area, and like everybody was really, really nice. Like coming from Texas, everybody's like, oh, everybody in New York is so rude. Da 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 da. And then I got there, and like everybody was really nice and helpful and sweet, and like went the extra mile to like help me with my ticket and everything and make sure that I actually got to see the show. So it was really extra special. I don't know. I just want to give them a shout out for
Aw.
being amazing.
Slay.
That's nice.
Shout out
Sucks
to
that you
them,
fainted a
because
bit, but
I was like getting nervous. I was like, oh my god, I hope you're able to make it in. And then we saw you walk in, because obviously we don't have phones, so we can't text her
Yeah.
and ask like, hey, did you make it in? So we were just like hoping and praying. Like I was like, I think she's supposed to be over there. And then we saw you walk in. They're like, oh my god, okay, we got it. Like at least on our side, because I wasn't next to Alva. I was with Betsy and Kate and a couple people, and then we were like, "Oh, Kate's over there." It's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we all shouted.
I will say it was what was quite it was scary but funny at the same time, because obviously we didn't have our phones on us, and most of us still managed to keep our Apple Watches on. Now, if you don't own an Apple Watch, you can access WhatsApp on there and like draw the letters that you're trying to type. And Lizzie, I think, messaged being like, but it was like you had to fucking decode it, because it was something like, "Oh, Katie's in an ambulance or something," but it was like Katie Amber limps, and I was like, "What?" I was trying to like read it, like, what the fuck does this mean? So she was like drawing the messages on her phone to send to like everyone who had a fucking Apple Watch. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So we thought like something really bad had happened and that you were in like the fucking hospital or something, and we couldn't message to be like, help.
Luckily, it wasn't that bad.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden as well, somebody in this party actually got featured in a Rolling Stones Instagram post.
Yeah. Miss
Yes.
Cammy here.
I made like right before the show happened, I made like these like dinky little signs. Like I found this like gold like star paper at like Staples or wherever there was like a Staples or like an Office Depot next to us, so I got those, and we got some Sharpies, and we made some dinky signs. Like Lizzie made one that just said green beans on it, and then
So Lizzie coded.
and then I made a few that were like, oh, you're doing great, sweetie. We're so proud you made it. I made one that said you made it in Swedish. And then I held one that said, welcome to the most famous arena in the world, Papa. And that got featured on like during the little Square Hammer little like fan cam thing a little bit. And then it was on Rolling Stone. I was like, what the fuck?
Gagged, honestly.
Famous. No autographs, no autographs.
Cammy is canon.
And then some more of the signs they were on the New York Times, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It was
Like,
a good time.
I watched you do that with Sharpies, and then the next thing I know, it's like on the New York Times. Like, okay, life is crazy. I love it.
Literally, I made it in the hotel room minutes before we even walked down, and then Ghoulbangers tried to film it, and then they didn't include it. I was like, okay, it's fine. Tobias just hates my signs. I get it. It's whatever. Fine.
Tobias might hate your signs, but the Rolling Stones don't. The magazine doesn't.
Yeah. Rolling Stones and New York Times do. So fuck you, Tobias.
The UN just always has to infiltrate somewhere. Which, speaking of, should we talk about Jimmy Fallon? and how we fucking managed to blag our way into that.
Yes.
God, that was the most stressful. That was so stressful because like the whole thing is like with the Jimmy Fallon thing is like we weren't able to get tickets. The day that we found out that they were gonna be on Jimmy Fallon, we tried to see if we could buy tickets, and then obviously you couldn't do it. So it had to be a standby thing. So basically, it's like at like 8 a.m. or something, they hand out these standby like tickets so that you will return back a few hours later to wait in line to maybe get inside.
Yeah.
And because there's no way for them to determine like how many people they can let in, because just based on how many empty seats they have available and like who couldn't make it or whatever. So it really was just like up in the air, and we were like doing like tons of research of like how many people can get in, like what's the maximum people can get in, is it usually likely, like oh my god, we were like going insane.
Yeah. Because some people were saying, like, oh, sometimes they let 40 people in, and then sometimes they let, like, 10 in. And there was, like, 10 of us.
Yeah. And it was just like, oh my god. And then I'm not disclosing when we got there, but
No, gatekeep, girl boss, all that.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
There was one other person in front of us, let's just say.
Gang sensitive information.
we got there, we got our tickets, and then we kind of like stayed somewhat close. Like I think no, we waited, we got our tickets, and we went back and we got changed into outfits that we thought were appropriate just in case.
We're
And
on
then
TV.
and then we got there a little early just to get like some lunch and whatever, and then we got back in line, and then we were just like we're all shitting our pants, like hoping, like because no one knows, because everyone says like like literally the staff was just like good luck, because like we don't know, we could have done all this waiting, and then we're just gonna tell you to go home, which they did end up doing because they said like what they were allowing in like what did they say, like 20 people, but then they were only
18 or
taking
something?
but it was like what they were taking 18, and they were like they let the first
Called
10
it.
in.
I think it, or was it called to like 30 and then 18? Because basically, one thing we forgot to mention was when you get your standby ticket, you have a number in order of like when you arrive at the store, which is great because obviously it means when you come back later on, you're put back in the same number order.
Yeah.
So like we had like numbers 2 to 11 or something, if there
Yeah.
was the 10 of us. And then I think they said like it must have been like right, they gather you all in like a little pen type thing, and then I think and there's what, like how many was there, maybe like in total, maybe just under 60 people or 8 around.
I would say that it was pretty full. I would say like maybe 50 people or whatever. And
Yeah,
then
and
they said that they have room for like maybe they're projecting like maybe 30, and then
yeah,
they were only letting in like 18.
yeah, that was it.
Um
Yeah,
and then I think only the 18 like officially got in.
yeah, and which we were like
Um
obviously included in.
So like, cause like it was like funny because like they let the 18 in and whatever, and they gave us a different ticket and then a wristband, and then we were still asking, so does this mean that we're in? We
So we
got it?
actually
And they're like yeah,
they're
you got it.
walking
Like,
us to the
congratulations.
studio. We're like, so is this actually
Like
happening?
and then we're in the fucking Peacock Lounge, and we're like, oh my God, we did it!"
Yeah.
We're
But
freaking
like
out,
we
and
had
then
to go in last, didn't we? Because they seated everyone who had like official
yeah,
tickets first.
so we had to fill all the seats, but it was funny because the girl came out and she let everyone know kind of like what the breakdown was and what the expectations were of being an audience member. And then she mentioned that there's a musical act, and she mentioned like something like, "Oh, please be aware, it's going to be loud music. There's going to be strobe lights and fog." And it's like we're all like, it's literally just us in the corner, just like cheering silently, like.
You remember as well, like obviously they took everyone in to like fill the space, and the back 2 rows were pretty full. But for some reason, they took Lizzie, Vicky, and Roger down to the front, which we'll get into what happened afterwards later because it's fucking batshit.
Basically, they had 4 seats at the front, so they just took the first 4 people and brought them down, and then we just filled the back 2 rows.
I was being a bit more sinister. I thought it was a race thing, being like, we need the
No.
diversity.
Oh my god!
No, that's literally how it was, because they were part of the first 4, and they had the 4 little seats in the corner, and then we filled the rest.
Like, let's put the Latina at the front to show it's not all white people.
Jesus Christ.
I honestly thought that was why.
Anyway, so we all got in there. I will say the studio's a lot smaller than I was
Oh
expecting.
Yeah.
my god.
It was very small. But they made us turn our phones off completely.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
They were like, we don't want
Apple
anything
Watches,
leaking out of
bitches.
here. I think they mostly just didn't want like anyone taking like a sneaky picture or like or filming it and like posting it early or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
pretty
we're just
standard.
insane. We just want to listen to it. We just want to listen to it with our friends.
Yeah, we just want to listen to the bits in between the takes, which was I will never hear Cruel Summer the same way again.
Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just like he's just standing there. He had his like arms behind his back and everything, and he's just like kind of like glaring like with this like deadpan stare, and then just like, it's a cruel summer.
So, for
He's just
context,
standing there.
It's like it's not even
Menacingly.
super loud. It's not even super loud. It's just very faintly there. So you're just like looking down at this dude. It's just like cruel summer.
So yeah, for context, we go in, we watch the majority of the show, and they're going to be doing Ghost last because they needed to like fuck around with the studio setup to like get all their equipment in and everything. So yeah, Lizzie and Vicky and Roger, we thought were like going to have like bad seats because they were like behind a monitor thing. Turns out, the band walked past and Papa gives them a fist bump or something because I think they're the only people with like Ghost t-shirts down there because everyone else is like normies.
Because literally where their seats were right next to the door where they came out.
Yeah.
So they got to have the little interaction. They got to fist bump and like, hell yeah, rock on or whatever. And then they did that, and then at the end is when they gave them like a drumstick, a guitar pick, and another fist bump or whatever. And I think did they also like fist bump like a mountain or some shit? I don't know.
Phantom, I think. But they walked
whatever.
out, and then it was really weird because it wasn't quite like smooth. Like obviously, like they've just got like fucking Taylor Swift blasting and Ace of Base, while they're doing like the setup, and like Perpetua's there, but he's talking like as Tobias, and he's got his gloves off, and you're like, what is this like? This is illegal. I shouldn't be seeing this. They do the take, and then they walked out as if they were done. And then like we were like,
they were
okay,
done.
yeah, and it's like, are we going now? Okay, bye. And then they come back out and then do like another take. And then he said something like, "Did we shit the bed?"
Yeah, no, he said it. He said it after the first time. Well, it was funny because like also when they were still setting up, they were waiting a while because they were waiting for like the fog to fill up the ground, and it was like taking a long time. And then like Vicky and Lizzie, they were able to like they were able to figure out that he said we've been waiting our whole careers for the fog. Something like that. And then so they're like waiting forever to start because they're just waiting for the fog to fill in. And then like they do the performance and he's like, oh, did we shit the bed? And then like I think he almost fell off. He was like trying to make sure he didn't fall because when he was stepping down, because it was so foggy he couldn't see where the ground was.
Oh yeah, because he was on like a little razor thing, like a
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
like a little like a little thing. And then they left, and then he came back. He's like, "We're doing it again." So we were all we were like, some of us were chanting like after they did that, like one time, and they came out and we did it again. And it's also cute because you can see in the Jimmy Fallon thing when they're talking about, it's like, we got a great musical tonight, Ghosts, and then literally you hear like this big scream, but it's just from the back 2 rows. That's where all the
It's
Ghost
just
fans
us.
are. No, literally, that's all where all the Ghost fans are. And then he kind of points up towards us, and we're like,
Not perceived by the Jimmy Fallon.
I loved that part. I loved seeing it on TV because like the look on his face was like, oh hey, they got the fans.
It was so
oh, go
so
ahead.
surreal. Oh no, I was gonna say, as a Brit, it was just so surreal. Just A, being there, B, like the whole thing that happened, just like, and it's like, it's weird now. I can say that Lacrima is the song I've heard live most because even though the set list hasn't changed on tour, obviously like we got to hear it an extra 2 times on this experience.
And then it also hilarious how 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 the episode started. Like Jimmy Fallon dressed as both a nun and a vampire, and it had nothing to do with Ghost.
Oh yeah, no.
And then there was something about the the little Q thing he was reading, like they like phonetically spelt out lacrima, but then he said it lacrima.
Lacrima.
Like the most American way of saying it.
It was really cool to see though, because like it was cool seeing like how it was filmed, and then like seeing it later on, because it came on later that night and we watched it, and it was like, oh, it's going by a lot faster than how it felt in person. In person,
Yeah.
everything felt so long.
Yeah, because the filming was like 4, 5 p.m. and then obviously it wasn't on until like, was it 10 p.m.?
Like 10,
So like,
maybe 11.
so we'd come out the recording, gone to a bar. I went back for a little bit just to have like some me time, and then I was like falling asleep, and we all crowded into the hotel room. I was like asleep for most of the episode, and then just got like a boot in my head once like Ghost came back on.
Wake up!
It's like, I've already seen this.
You gotta see it again. You have to see how they shot it.
Bro, I was so jet lagged.
It was
No,
so
but
beautiful though.
That was a fun little experience, you know. We can officially say we've been on a late night show audience, so that was cool. And then the Swedes got fist bumps from Jimmy Fallon, so he's our bestie now.
Yeah, we love you, Jimmy, even though you laugh at nothing.
He laughs at everything.
We made jokes, like we'll send gifts like, oh my god, it's bestie Jimmy, hi bestie.
Talking about not fun experiences, can we talk about Tobias shitting himself?
No, poor man.
Perpetua.
I was gonna say, if you've been living under a rock, you may not have seen that Ghosts were scheduled to have 3 shows in Mexico in September. Was it September? Yeah. And the first one got cancelled because our guy decided to shit himself and nearly die.
Montezuma's revenge.
Yeah. So the first night got cancelled, and then luckily the next two went ahead.
Yeah. Somebody said that I remember seeing on Twitter someone saying that they talked to I can't remember his name right now. He's like the head of security.
Not Richie.
It was Richie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Richie. I couldn't remember his name, but they said they were talking to him like he was at the front, and they were talking to him, and they were asking like, "Was he okay?" And he was like, "He's okay, yeah, he's fine, but he was green."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god."
It's the fact that you know that he was probably doing everything in his power to try and still put on the show. He's like, no, I can do it. It's fine. It's fine. I just really
man, adult nappy. It works for the president of the United States. It can work for me too.
I mean, yeah, people got let inside the venue, didn't they? And they literally found out like in the venue.
Oh yeah, literally, because like I remember seeing on the night of that show, like I guess someone was able to get into their phone or whatever, and they filmed like how they were inside the venue and they were making an announcement that the show was canceled because Tobias has food poisoning. And it's like, oh man, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
And I think the funniest thing is I don't think they've ever had more headline articles written about them than him getting the shits. And I like even the lead singer of Avatar was making fun of him. Like,
who was it who said on Twitter was it Yonna who was like, if like I had headlines around saying like the whole world knowing that I'd shit myself, I think I'd kill myself.
Well, to be fair, he also said it himself on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
last night I was
tummy ache survivor.
Last night I was Perpetua.
I hate him for that joke.
But also, I also feel stupid because I've also been like referencing him as Perpetua this entire time, and then like Perpetua, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, am I
believe him?
I have an answer for that because I wonder why I was saying it like that. It's the Spanish version of the same name.
I was gonna say I've heard him say Perpetua in interviews.
Yeah, it's because I was like, why is he saying it like that? And I googled like this pronunciation of it, and basically it's this. I found out like I think it was on Reddit. Somebody said it's basically the Spanish pronunciation of Perpetua. So
okay, inclusive king.
Yeah. I also like the whole thing about him saying about like him coming with his army asking for too much. I'm just a gringo coming in here with my army asking for too much.
Well, what we didn't know, but actually I say what we didn't know, I fucking predicted this, I'm not gonna lie. And I even predicted that it's gonna be gatekept until December next year. The reason there was 3 nights was because they filmed it. Well, they filmed
Yes,
2 out
they
of 3 nights, obviously, but like
Yeah.
they filmed it on 16mm film, which obviously they needed 3 nights as opposed to maybe like the 2 like they did in LA, was because obviously film's less forgiving.
Yeah, I have math.
Alana's got maths.
I've got math because I was obsessed the second I heard this. Right. So one roll of 16mm film is about 400 feet of film. That is 11 minutes of film.
Yeah.
Because you shoot at 24 frames a second.
Yep.
Which means for one concert, like one full run of a concert, they would need at least 64 reels of film for one camera. So, like, if you're, like, I did the math for it. So basically, it's like, so if you had 3 cameras, like bare minimum 3 cameras running during the show, that's $34,560 worth of film for one run. And then 2 nights is $69,120. But he had enough film probably for 3 nights, which is $103,680 just for one run of the concert.
And some of that film went to waste because it wasn't probably used.
No, it probably like the plus side, they had extra film for the other 2 nights.
Oh, maybe yeah.
But yeah, like that's and that's just the film for one run of that of the concert, the 1 hour 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not even taking into account if they maybe shot in a higher frame rate. That would mean they would need more film for it.
Backstage
then they have
stuff
to take
or
backstage stuff maybe they filmed with Vanessa, maybe. That doesn't take into account the cost of renting the cameras and getting a film crew that knows how to use those cameras. Then it's $1 per 1 foot of film to be processed.
Fucking hell.
And so then you have to pay for the processing per foot film, pay the person who's processing. Then you have to pay for a colorist who knows how to color real film. You know what I mean? And an editor who knows how to edit real film.
My guy does not do things easy.
So basically, this is another case of Tobias Forrest being extra again because he has a vision.
Yeah, but I actually, like, we all shit on Loma Vista quite a lot. I actually think like the amount of money that has been spent on this is actually a really good sign that they trust him to make a good concert movie. Because like Right Here, Right Now did really well.
It did.
When it went into cinemas, so it did. So hopefully we can
Best
do that
highest
again.
grossing rock film of all time.
Hard rock film.
And I
Big
myself
Metallica.
have at least 2 copies of it on DVD. So
I'm looking at 4 right now.
I have the VHS tape.
Yep.
I forgot I have the VHS. How did I
have
forget?
VHS
DVD.
And I have the official soundtrack and poster.
Blu-ray.
I have
Blu-ray
I have
4K. I don't even own a player.
I will say that the VHS copy that I own, I actually did get for cheaper because when it went first up on Loma Vista's site, it was listed for like, I think,
30.
20-30 pounds.
It was,
Yeah,
and then they took it down and put it back and got it was for 50. So sorry, I stole 20 quid off you, Kane. But
you got the good deal. I did
buy multiple copies of the vinyl.
And went to every single showing I could, and went to the actual fucking gig. You're welcome. I was the paid extra that wasn't paid.
But yeah, like it's gonna look beautiful if it gets the right colorist. And also, can I just say, like, my one complaint of Right Here, Right Now has always been you can tell when the other guy edited it and then when Tobias edited it, because when the other guy edited it, there's like swaths of time when there's like a long shot happening. When Tobias edited it, it's just like shot, and I'm like, stop it! It's because no, but it literally jumps from like it jumps from take to take to take to take to take, and it's just you can tell somebody with ADHD like edited it, and he's like, stop, for the love of God, stop. So with it being on film, that means he can't do that. I'm sorry, Kane, but please don't. You can't do it this time.
Oh, that's why I was so entertained and had my attention span not waning for the whole movie.
As somebody with like autism, ADHD kind of thing, it was great. Like it kept my attention. As an editor on TikTok, it's a fucking nightmare. Trying to find shots that last long enough to use them. I'm like, stop this! This is a personal attack on me.
Stop the ride! I want to get off.
I will make one note of something because I just realized it because it wasn't introduced until the American leg how they started adding like more Opus songs to the set list and like Stand By Him and Elizabeth being like two of them, and I think for Mexico they did and Satan Prayer. In Mexico, they did Satan Prayer, and it's been a situation every single time that they performed Satan Prayer is that no one knows the lyrics. And then he's like doing this weird teaching moment. He's
Oh
like,
God.
"Hear our Satan prayer, our anti-Nicene creed. Hear our Satan prayer for the coming of seed."
In Houston, I swear to God, I was the only person in my entire section that knew the words. I was screaming so loud, and no one else was there. Section B on the floor seats, you let me down.
Well,
it's like that video of the girl standing up Bohemian Rhapsody that went viral recently. That's you, just to say it's prayer.
But I think that was a situation in Mexico too. So I wonder how that's gonna play out because that's been the one Opus song that hasn't done super well with audiences just because they literally don't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
I didn't get the opportunity because someone didn't perform it at Madison Square Garden.
No, he didn't get the
Stand By
opportunity
Him.
because he decided to do it after Europe.
He didn't put. I was so buzzing and in the hopes. I hoped to get Stand By Him. Nope.
I want to hear Elizabeth so bad. That's all I want.
I would have traded you. I'm sorry. Like I got Elizabeth, and I was just like,
If I could let you hear in with my ears, I would do it because it was perfect.
I'd love to hear. Though saying that, I could stand in Manchester when he started playing Spirit, going, "Wow, I don't remember the words of this song at all."
Yeah, but at least
the whole time going, "Huh?"
at least Spirit isn't like written in a way where there's literally a
yeah.
part where you're expected to sing back to him. Like
I do know it now. I will say in my defense, I know it now because I did listen to it on repeat on the train.
I just
remember.
Well, I just remember like. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did we get Majesty or Call Me Little Sunshine in Madison Square Garden?
Didn't we get Call Me Little Sunshine?
I feel like we did because I feel like he hates me.
Yeah. We
I think he
did.
did Majesty in Mexico though.
Oh, okay.
He hates me.
But
that's another thing I'm wondering is because obviously like he had like I think it's kind of like well known now that there's clearly a body double up there.
Mm-hmm.
So like are they gonna like I wonder if they filmed like
not him
close up of him. No, but they filmed a close up of him in that like in that kind of rig.
Oh, like on the side
yeah.
video.
I hope they did. And so that means that they can then cut to it like while they're making the video, you know, like making the movie, they can cut to a close up of him.
Also the same thing for Umbra too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I will say because in at least in America, during like those shows, he wasn't running up as far anymore. For those parts in Umbra because he wasn't running up as far and he wasn't lingering for people to really like notice that obviously it's not him. So I'm assuming the same thing was done in Mexico. So maybe like at least for Umbra, like they'll be covered because he'll be too far away anyway.
I was so pissed off because in MSG I was like optimal spot that if he had ran the same way that he had been in Europe, I would have been able to clock him and get a proper good look at him, and then he didn't come anywhere near. And I was like, bastard.
We were in a good spot in Birmingham though. That was when it was really sold for us. Remember, because like we were like theorizing that it was, and then in Birmingham we were where we were. Like it was like I was like, oh my god, that's not him. Oh my god, that's not him.
I got that in London. In London, I spot like I've really noticed it in London. Like when he run up at the front of stage in London, I made him locked eyes, and I was like, "Who are you?"
But in MSG, we were like practically at the foot of like the little U-shaped thing, like at the stage, like on that bit of barrier. Like I would have clocked, but nope. But that will be interesting to see. And like I said, I think he said this ties into the next point because he said obviously like it's going to take a while to edit, and he doesn't want to edit it while he's touring. So like it's looking less likely that it's going to be out next year, and then maybe 2027. But he also threw in the fucking stab in the chest that was I don't know when I'm going into the studio next, and it may be a while afterwards.
And then he decides
Honestly, he
to
deserves a break.
He does,
and then he
but
decides to
also
announce another tour.
But also, I'm gonna miss EP.
I'm-
EP.
I miss the EP.
covers.
I'm so mad. I
What?
didn't realize. I was like, I was theorized, like, what could he cover this time? You know, like, what could he have?
Yeah.
Because, like, he always pulls, like, random songs that I completely forgot existed. And it was like, oh my god, I actually love this song. And this time he's like, no, it's too predictable. It's like, sometimes, I'm just going to hold you by the hand when I say this. Sometimes predictable is fine. Okay?
Do you know your audience? We like things to be the same. Excuse me.
I went straight into catastrophizing, being like, so what if he's gone for like 3 years or 4 years, and I've had like a baby, and then like I can't go anymore, and blah blah blah. I don't even want kids, but what if I have a baby? And
Tube
if I have,
side. They never have to
You're
worry
just
about it.
panicking.
and then I started having an existential crisis, like, oh my god, what if he's gone by this? And then he comes back and he's like 50 years old, and then he's 50. Why is he 50? He's not allowed to get older. What? He's gonna die one day. I can't handle this, and then that's where my mind's been, and that's why I've been sad.
Yeah. I also get the sad thing as well of like being, because like I love doing this podcast and I love talking about Ghost. Like I talk about them all the time, even if I have no one that prompts me to. I'm like, so
Honestly,
Tobias did this
same.
today. So I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for
Honestly,
telling me.
I'm always like, oh hey sister, guess what? Like I'm telling my sister all the time, like,
Yeah.
oh, Tobias did this today. Look, we got this picture of Tobias, and she's like,
Yeah.
wow, that's so good. I'm so happy for you. Like,
It's like, wow.
wow.
I don't know if we're like finished with Mexico yet, but I don't know if I'm skipping too far ahead. But I want to talk about his little side quest in shopping when he was on stage.
Oh yeah,
With no mask on?
With Lars Winnebeck. Forgot about that.
Like because I was watching the video yesterday and I was like, why doing his job?
Well, this kind of links into the whole, like, you know, where he said before, like, you know, maybe after this tour he wants to try and do something different, and it's like,
Yeah.
is this the step he's going to
Release
take?
a folk album.
I mean,
Release
oh
the
God.
Swedish folk album.
Funny enough, me and my mom had this conversation because I showed it her and she like absolutely loved it, and she says like, you know what, I
Yeah.
feel like he should have just always done this, like the masking thing, it's not his thing, he should have just been a musician. I was like, he tried that for 15 years, didn't fucking get anywhere.
Yeah. But I love that, like, I love, there's like somebody recorded from the front row, and it's like, he just looks, he has this little, like, face, you know, like,
He
yeah,
looks
I'm
so
doing this.
happy.
Yeah.
It's like him
Like,
singing in
and-
Swedish.
Yeah, hearing him sing in Swedish, seeing him with no mask on, playing the guitar
Guitar.
again, the guitar. Like, honestly, like, it's like, and then, and this is completely kind of, but I had a dream that he announced that he was going to play Passiflora, like in a one-off show in London, and I had a stress dream about trying to get tickets.
No, but this has been like what my stress
Fully
is.
stressed.
The whole like thing of like, oh, I might go and do something different for a little while, like between this, like the next albums, and it's like, what if it's like an intimate show and I don't get tickets, and then like my life is just basically pointless
Yeah.
because I'm dramatic like that.
Yeah, but I had a full stress dream about that. I woke up like, thank God it's not real. I got tickets in my dream. I will point that out. I did get tickets, but it was stressful to do it.
I'm trying to be like, you know what, I'll deal with it when it comes, when the time comes.
Yeah.
If the time comes.
But it
Yeah,
was like, if he wants to, I think it would be interesting if he could, like, because then people talk, like, the people get this thing, it's like, oh, is he getting sick of Ghost? It's like, no, he's not getting sick of Ghost, but he is like a 40-year-old man that probably has other things he wants to do, and like Ghost takes up so much of his time that like he's been nothing but like laser focused on Ghost.
Do you remember in the Loudwire interview he said as well, he's like, you know, I'm busy with other things as well, and I'm like, what? Tell us.
Tell us. I want to know so I can spend money on that too.
Literally.
I would love him to do his own movie, like direct his own movie, like, because I just want to see, like, outside of Ghost, like, take away Ghost from like what he can creatively do. Like, Ghost is not there, and he has to just make something creative. I'd love to see what kind of movie he'd make.
Oh, it'll be unhinged. I love it.
Yeah,
it
like,
would be crazy as hell.
It would either be bad taste, or it would be something like really, really like intimate. You know, like it'd be either or. It's Chud or or not. Like basically, but
I
like
feel like he could go like Guillermo del Toro. Like I feel like he would be
Yeah.
like really good at it
yeah.
because he consumes so much media. Like I feel like he would be really good at telling story. He's already really good at telling stories. Like
Yeah.
give him a good script and let him go.
Just let him go.
Just let him do his thing.
But should we stop him? No.
No.
He'll tire himself out soon enough.
The Tism train is rolling. Let it go. It'll get to its destination.
But yeah, I was just really proud to see him do that as well. Like, because I always think about the interview where he said about he never saw himself being a rock star and anything like that there. And like, I think like half joking. I think that man got therapy at some point in the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because like he's basically been like, I'm focusing on me now, actually. Me. Because like he hasn't been doing interviews during the tour.
Yeah.
At all. Like he's been doing them in the breaks between. He brought his family out on the tour. Like which sometimes they come out, but like I think his son was there for like a very long time on the US leg, like which hasn't happened. And he's just like he's just like, I don't want to wear a mask anymore because it's uncomfortable and I'm not doing it. I don't want phones there anymore and I'm not doing it. And it's like, put your foot down.
We love it.
You love it. I love
You
seeing
should
you
do it
put
more
yourself
often.
first.
Always
Yeah.
put your foot down, damn it.
Yeah, I love seeing it.
So then I think the next thing is we come to very recent news. When was it? Was this yesterday or the day before? It was Friday,
before.
wasn't it? That we
Yeah.
got the Music for Laganas. I think that's how you pronounce it. Prize, which he won. It was
Yay.
he jointly won with Salem Al Kafir and Vincent Ponter, and was Max Gran in there as well?
Yes.
It was like a
Yeah.
producers award for like best international act or
Success.
something. Success, that's it. And he got on stage. He took the award and drank alcohol-free beer, apparently, which shocked me. That was the most
'Cause he
surprising
did-
thing of the night.
Right?
He didn't want a repeat of the 2023 Grammys where he got on
That was the
stage
best day
absolutely
ever.
shit-faced
Yeah.
and was like, I thought this was going to be given out earlier.
And then right as he was having a very good day, we get the
Even better
Grammy
day.
2026 nominations, and Ghosts are up for Best Metal Performance with Lacrima.
Woo.
So excited for that. So unfortunately, I doubt he's going to make it because
Yeah.
they're on tour in both Canada and Ohio, like around those days. So I doubt he's going to Taylor Swift and like get his fucking private jet and like fly there. And
Yeah.
well,
I'm holding out hope just because I want it to happen. Like, I just want it. I want him to win and I want him to be there. And so
he's
like
absolutely going to win because he's not there. I 100% guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they flew in from Germany that time. Like, he could fly in from Ohio. That's a way shorter flight.
Yeah. True.
So, I mean, yeah, you're realistically, yes, in realism land, no, he's probably not gonna make it. But over here in I'm Crazy Town, he's gonna be there.
I'm sad Skeletor didn't get nominated for like best album, like best rock
Yeah.
album. I also think it's really weird that there's like a best rock performance, best rock album, best alternative performance, best alternative album, but there's only best metal performance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Because
Also, I bet you all of the sane people on Facebook are so happy that both Ghost and Sleep Token are both nominated in the metal category.
Oh god, yeah.
Bet you they're thrilled with that announcement.
Wait until they win.
It's just some man and like it is on his phone at home being like, Ghost and Sleep Token are metal, and his mum is like, yes, okay, Stephen, now eat your chicken nuggets. But yeah,
Here,
I hope they
got you
win.
extra barbecue sauce for your dino nuggies.
But I hope they win because it would add hilarity to the ghost lore that Copia never won a Grammy.
Been nominated like several times, but nope.
Always nominated, but never wins, and then
So-
like,
And then his twin brother
then
pops up. It's like boom.
Perpetua's first nomination wins immediately.
So
It's
funny.
like, oh, like it's gonna be bad because it's like literally Terza right before him. First nomination wins. Copia every nominated so many times never wins anything, and then Perpetua nominated wins. Wow,
That'd be so funny. Though I am more excited for the Swedish Grammys nominations coming out because they always, Swedish Grammys actually give a shit about the rock category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually appreciate it.
Yeah.
I
I still think last year was really funny when they were there. Ghost got a bag of crisps. What? Even he was
Okay.
like, huh?
Oh.
Ooh.
And then Minnow like looking for the camera, being like, "Yes, hello." It's like, "I love you, Queen."
Oh, have we missed anything? Has anyone else got anything to plug or catch up on?
I mean, we have another tour coming up soon in
Mhm.
America, so we got that going on. First show's in Orlando, and I'm shitting my pants.
Canada's finally got dates.
They're not playing Download. Yes.
Thank fuck, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love
fucking-
Download. I used to go every year, but like, I just don't like seeing my favorite band at festivals. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like I think it's the only time you've ever seen people be happy of not a show announcement.
Yeah.
Like even if UK people going, yes, oh, thank God. I know there was like a bit of confusion about the announcement of the US tour so soon after our US tour, but I think we all kind of came to the conclusion that the reason it was announced so soon is because all the stuff is probably still in America.
Yeah, and with the tariffs and everything going on, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, like I think they were already planning on it anyway because like they started off like this whole like new era and new tour saying like more dates to come. So like I think they already like planned on like, oh, they were gonna do like more stops anyway. They weren't gonna wait for like like they were gonna do like a whole completely different tour. I think it's just like they're just gonna keep adding like once they confirmed like more dates or more venues at least.
I will say the shit show of the announcement though was like, here's the tour, tickets are on sale in 1 hour.
Yeah,
was
that
fucked.
was
But
awful.
that was super
Yeah, but
fucked.
I will say that wasn't that was mostly before a specific credit card, I think, as well, that went on really early. Like that
the
wasn't
Sitsi
like
card.
But it was still
Yeah.
like same day. Like whereas before we at least had like a day or two to think about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the tickets are still on sale, so like you're fine. Everyone's fine.
Unfortunately, they've not been doing very
you know
well.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're talking
Christmas
to
is
the crazy
coming.
people. You're talking to the crazy people who want to like make sure they get the tickets that they want.
Yeah, I know.
And then I was I was having a meltdown that day because I couldn't sign on to my Ticketmaster. Like Ticketmaster kept booting me out every single time. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're seeing suspicious activity." Every single time I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I'm like texting like Alva and the twins. I'm like, I'm freaking out. I can't get my tickets. Oh my god! Like Vicky, the fucking goat, like was able to buy her tickets with me, and I had to give her way too much information about myself so she could use my PayPal. I'm like, oh, okay, so all of you know my passwords and my social security number.
Yeah, your password, security number, social security. We were this close to getting your blood type.
It's just like, okay, well, I hope we're cool enough. No one doxed me. No one can't say anything about me. But it was like I was like just having a full-on panic attack, and then Vicky helped me get my tickets for both Orlando and Jacksonville, and I still paid for them, so I didn't owe her anything. But I was like, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth. Oh my god.
I think the member of the clergy pass sold out really fast this time as well.
Like minutes, and that stresses me out.
And the price jumped up a lot. It's like it's like fucking $1,900.
Yeah, so it's like a raise of $300 or something.
Yeah, because
But I think that's
it was previously $1,666 because lol, and then
yeah.
it jumped up to $18.99, and that's probably not. I don't even know what it was like after like tax or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But that's all again down to the fact that like Ticketmaster is very out of control in the US, and then you have all of the tariffs and taxes. Like tickets are nowhere near that price in Europe.
No, I honestly
Because
can't believe.
yeah,
Funny
just
enough,
because of court.
funny enough, the other day, like I was, because I like to keep an eye on like how the venues are selling,
Mm.
and things like that, and what tickets are available. And we were talking about how we were doing a little experiment to see like what VIPs have sold where, and the general consensus of what I've got is that nearly every show had an ascended VIP available, which just goes to show that the early access was the main selling point. And I think only Toronto and Portland had any anointed left. But like you would go on like the pit, like first off, shit ton of seats still available, which is kind of scary. But this kind of happened last time, and obviously still went ahead and was all good. But like I was just like curiously looking and clicking on like the pit tickets, and someone like $600 for GA. I paid like 80 quid for my dad's GA ticket in Birmingham,
Yeah.
and that was like
That's
after the sale.
I was gonna say it was an experience when I was like buying tickets for the UK tour because they were a lot cheaper than I anticipated in my head
Extra
because
spending money.
well that's what I'm saying. It's just like I like seeing like what I think a lot of the shows it was like $80 for like GA or whatever. Or £80 or whatever, but like
That's fine.
I'm
It's the same
used to
thing.
I'm used to expecting like close to $200 just for a regular GA ticket over here. Like it's it sucks, but like I mean that's just kind of what it is. And I was talking to my friend Tara about it because Tara goes to a lot of she goes to a lot of the like just concerts in general. Like she's been to like tons of like arena shows and all that stuff. So she's like
Yeah.
very just like familiar with like the how everything plays out. And like her opinion when this was all coming out was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, like this is fine, everything's great, like the price still sucks, like it's
Yeah.
still that high, but unfortunately your band is your favorite band's becoming an arena band, and these are the current arena pricings, like for
Yeah.
everybody, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like you look at any other big name artist, those are pretty much the same prices. It's just like, I remember seeing just so many people upset about it and trying to say a lot of things and put a lot of like blame on Ghost specifically because prices are jumping. And it's just like, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, it is just it is what it is
Yeah.
because I've reached this level now.
Yeah. It's not to the same level as the US, but like it's the same over here because like when I started going to shows in like arena shows, it was like maybe like Metallica, which was like the biggest of the biggest you could get. I think I paid like £70 in 2017. Every band now it's pretty much the same, especially to that level. Like ZZ Top like was like they were still like maybe £90, but they've got like they had like a backdrop. That was it. Like there was no
Yeah.
production.
Yeah,
But you don't also expect it from them, so it's like fine. But
yeah, I saw Metallica on their last tour, and it was like I had the pit too, but I just like sat in the back. But anyway, it was like $200 for each night, and like I mean like that's what and that was a stadium, and that was a stadium, and it's still that much, and their VIP pricing is redonkulous compared to
Yeah.
Ghost.
Like
Yeah.
Metallica is kind of like the end goal for like most, like if you want to be like almost like I always jokingly say that Metallica is like the Disneyland of metal
Yeah,
because they like you can get like hotel bookings through their website now. You know what I mean? Like you
oh yeah,
you can get
you can go, like,
hotels and like
crazy packages through
yeah.
there. Ghost is now using the same company that Metallica is currently using for their VIP packages and stuff. And
Yeah.
like I remember browsing on there because like I was trying to figure out like when I could get like the pre-sale for the regular tickets. And I was on their page for their VIP, and it's just like Like you're literally talking almost like 10 grand for a VIP package.
Yeah.
Like that pit thing in the center of the stage
The
is
snake thing.
yeah, it's insane pricing because like you get that, and then you also get to you get a tour of the venue, and then you get to go backstage, and then you get to see Kirk and Rob, because you'll never see James and and Lars because no.
Jokes on you. I like Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk's my favorite, so that's fine. And also James, but you know,
We just like him
But-
because he's Tobe's boyfriend.
and so yeah, no, but also I think the funniest video I saw of James Hetfield was he was going out of the stadium, and you know that like it's kind of like the tunnel that they kind of walk through, like sports teams and stuff walk through. He's walking down there, and this guy in like a cowboy hat was like leaning over the wall, and he was like, and James Hetfield was like lighting his cigar for him.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, I
And,
saw
like,
that.
and he's like a big guy. Like this guy has big hat. You know, no, let's hear like a big guy getting a cigar lit by James Hetfield. And when James Hetfield walked away, the guy turned around and like slid down the wall. Like, oh my god!
Girl. Don't
That's kind of man James Hetfield is. He makes other men do that.
They're all like, it's not gay, it's James Hetfield. What are you talking
That
about?
one interview with Tobias, I understand why girls find him attractive.
You
Just say you find him attractive.
My favorite picture that exists is the one the group photo for Back to the Beginning.
Yes.
And
Oh
like
my God.
Jake's just like, you know, angry dog, and then like little Tobias just like,
He's like, I'm happy to be here.
I
This is
have-
so great.
Mr. James Hetfield.
I have it wasn't the official Ross Halfin photo like angle of it, but it was in when they did the live stream of Back to the Beginning. I got, this was how fucked up like the live stream was, but like I don't mean
A
fucked up, but, like in a
delay?
good way. Yeah, like I literally was at Back to the Beginning, saw Ozzy, bye, got in the car, got home in time for like pretty much Ozzy, just before Ozzy's set started, or Black Sabbath. I can't remember if it was just before Ozzy or if it was in between Ozzy and Black Sabbath, but they showed like a little behind the scenes of Ross Halflin doing that shoot, and there's an angle where you see him taking the picture where James Hetfield, it's just like James Hetfield's head and Tobe's head, and James is like doing the Ra thing, and Tobe looks absolutely terrifying. I've printed that out and put that on my office wall at work, and everyone questions me about it, and I'm like, it's my two personalities.
I also love that shot from the Back to the Beginning behind the scenes where he like it's like standing with his hands buckets, and he like looks at the camera and then like looks away.
Oh yeah,
like he didn't look at the camera, like he just looks so like, oh my god.
There's that one shot as well of B. Auckland there as well. She's talking to him and she's like gasping open, and someone like paused it and was like, me whenever Tobias Forge just talks.
Yeah.
I was like, yep.
This has
I
been like a
will.
mad year for Ghost. Like
It has. Good
it's been
and
a
bad.
good year.
Good for them.
I-
Bad as a
yeah.
fan, I think, sometimes. I won't get into it too
Yeah.
much, but like I've just had enough, guys. I'm sorry.
I will say, like, I know we won't really get into it, but I will say I is kind of I have said a couple of times privately that I find this era, for some reason, fans are a lot more not
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice way of saying it. Like it's been very shocking. Like I've not been a fan for very long, but when I came in 2022, it was beautiful. Like everybody was so happy and nice, and you know everybody was getting along. Like obviously you'd have like little things on Twitter with stuff, whatever, but that's just Twitter. But like it seems like you get like 4 days of peace, and then
Yeah.
something happens, and then it's for a week people are talking about it over and over and over again, and it's like I will say it has helped me not look at my phone as much. So thanks, guys. I guess.
Yeah, Tobias Forge was right.
Yeah.
I've been feeling like weird, I guess, about like everything because like I haven't been active for a long while. Probably I haven't really been active since like the Madison Square Garden show. Like I've been, I guess, like saying like one or two things here and there, but like I haven't really been active because it just feels so draining a lot of the
Yeah.
time. because like, I like getting excited over the same things, and that's something that I miss, but it just lately it's just been feeling like, you can be excited for like 5 whole seconds, and then someone has something to say, something gets blown out of proportion, some petty thing that didn't mean anything is now
Yeah.
the only thing anyone ever focused on, and it's just
Somebody
so
misquotes them.
much, and I'm just like I miss when being able to enjoy it, but even now it's like it's hard to find that joy sometimes. So I've been trying to wiggle my way back in, a
Yeah.
little bit by even being a little bit more active in the Discord and stuff. So I'm
Yeah, I
trying.
mean, we appreciate that. I have
Yeah.
noticed as well, and I'm still working on it. But and to be fair, I go through phases of this because it happened to me like kind of when I first, I don't want to say blew up on Twitter, but like
Yeah.
the whole mentality just wasn't turned. It was making me into a not very nice person, and I didn't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Mhm.
still bitch in private about a lot of stuff, but like
Oh.
but it was getting to the point where I was just being like rude back to people and sarcastic back, and I was just like, I don't want to be like that anymore, and I don't want to surround myself with it. So yeah.
The most beautiful time on Twitter recently was that 4 days, like from when he was on stage with no mask on.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone
That
fought
was
over it.
nobody fought over that. It was beautiful. Can we go back to that? That would be absolutely stunning. Thank you. And then also also another major event that happened. He became 24th in DILF of the year on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Went up 30 places.
I was just about to say we jumped up 30. He's going to be number 1 by next year.
Well done, Forge Nation.
I do love that more people are coming out as like just enjoyers.
Yeah.
Because look at him.
I said at the beginning of this era that this album and this era is for people who enjoy Tobias Forge.
Yeah. Yes.
Because that's what it is. Because people also like people say like this album has also brought up a lot of like it's not sound dramatic, but it's not. But like there's people being like, oh, it's the worst Ghost album or anything that got there, and it's like this is prequel all over again. And that album was also very personal for him, and again, an album I feel for Tobias Forge enjoyers. So I think that's what Skeletor is.
That reminds me. Why did he not take the chance in Madison Square Garden to play Faith? Because that would have been the biggest fuck you ever.
Honestly. Maybe he felt like it was too on the nose or something. He's always worried about being predictable.
Damn it.
But he did it in the O2, and I got to hear it, so I'm fine with that.
He's included it in the Skeletor set, so it wouldn't have been like out of the ordinary, but it was like, oh,
exactly.
Missed opportunity.
He did it in Linköping though.
Well, maybe he didn't want to think about that during the show.
True.
Like maybe he wanted this is my moment.
I choose me.
I choose me. Like this whole era is, you know what? I am important, said Tobias Forge to himself in the mirror. It's like, you are!
I am allowed to take up space and do things how I want to do them.
You know what? Pop off, King.
I think I still think about the Linköping show, and it's like, wow, it must have sucked to hate that man and live there for that. Like,
it was honestly like I took a photo of it. You go into a pharmacy, and it was like, be prepared for tonight's show. Here's some like earplugs, some paracetamol, and some hangover medicine, and some hydration diarrhea tablets or whatever. Yeah, it was amazing. Like you literally couldn't go anywhere. Like
I love how much they love him.
It was so good. Like
the
it
Taurus
was like
has just gone up ever since he got popular. People just come in to take a picture of this church.
It was really surreal, like because when I was at the Saab Arena, you could see like the church in the background, and there was like a billboard next to the Saab, and you see like the church in the background, and it was like, wow, this is odd.
And then shout out to that one concert photographer who said that she knew Tobias whenever he was a teenager, and him and I can't remember his name right now. Gura followed her and their sister home. And then I think it was like, well, so her sister had a crush on him, but it didn't work out.
Oh.
Or something like that there. Ball somewhere going, yeah, it better fucking not have worked out.
I think that it not working out for them worked out for all of us, because we literally wouldn't be here without Bowl. So
Shout out to
Love you,
Queen
Queen.
Ball.
And then also another little random thing that happened was those old Magna Carta cartel photos as well, which just literally happened like yesterday.
I'm not okay.
Also, it's Father's Day in Sweden today, so
Happy Daddy
bra
Day.
Father's dog.
Happy Father's Day, Papa.
It was also his name day the other day, which we missed. Sars King.
Oh, sorry.
Not that
We're
I
all-
don't think the
We're all very depressed.
I've been busy.
Life's been depressing.
Listen, whenever goes away for a bit, shit is not good. This is
Yeah,
why
you
he's
look
not
at your
allowed to
phone
go
and you're
away.
like, oh.
Every time you go away, you
I
take
just
a
wait for
piece
whenever they
of
go on tour again because I'm like, okay, I can feel alive for just 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've like I wasn't surprised they didn't say yes to Download or any festival because that stage is just something that it would not fit on a festival stage.
Well, yeah. I mean, if the concrete building in Spain couldn't hold it,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Side note, I am sick and tired of merch that still has Papa Nil on it. Because
Oh,
why for the Christmas collection you literally have a Papa named Perpetua and you're still gonna do Papa Nil on a pew and it's like Perpetua on a pew was right fucking there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perpetua.
I think there's this
No.
weird misconception that Papa Neil is a lot more popular than he actually is. And I was like, I want to break this to you as gently as possible. No one likes him.
No one
We
likes that
all-
crispy old man.
We
all
like
have
Mariana
daddy
Cross.
issues. We don't want his absent dad too, okay?
Oh,
Like,
for
we
God's
like-
sake. Sorry, guys. There's some photos that's just dropped and I hate him.
Oh,
Hold on,
Oh,
I'm
really?
sending. Live
Oh.
reaction.
Which
library
One
shit?
access.
second. Send it.
Where?
Hold
Oh
on.
my god!
Oh my
fuck
Show
off.
it to me, Rachel.
Oh my god, no. Not the peace sign. Oh my
Hang on, oh no,
god.
I'm sending the rest.
And the
Oh.
Norland gold.
Oh my
Oh, look at
goodness.
I hate him
You get
so
cuteness aggression over a 40-odd-year-old man.
Why does he look like he's wearing a fur coat?
This is hair.
Maybe he is.
No, like, well, look
he
at the
do- no,
sleeves.
he does. He does look like he's wearing a fur
He-
coat.
I think it
Right.
is.
My
Or at
guy.
least,
Oh my god,
like,
is
on
he?
the edges.
Yeah.
Is it
My
like
guy.
is it like fur lined or whatever maybe?
It's not the fuzzy denim one, is it? Because the one where we posted earlier, it looks like a long coat. New coat alert.
Yeah, Nico. Oh, I can't say his last name. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Mr. Ghost, Tobias Forge, and me at the Turbo One Guru gig. I don't know who that is either.
Oh, I know who
sorry.
it is. I don't know if I want to say the band name though. It contains a questionable
Oh.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's that.
My dyslexia saved me from saying a bad word there. Yeah, that's what it's from. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot one more. I forgot one more little highlight. We've been getting a lot of sport bias lately.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
That man is living in the hockey arena at the minute.
What is Saab even about? What is hockey even about?
Just grown men beating the shit out of each other and then sometimes hitting a little puck with a stick.
I love sports.
Sport puck.
Isn't there a rumor going around though that the Saab Arena is working with Tobe to make some sort of VIP box that's like going to be ghost themed as like a commemoration?
Oh my god!
I did
Please
hear
let
that.
that be
yeah.
true.
The guy who like runs the Saab or whatever pretty much said that they're working with some big international like act from Linköping, and then the guy was like, "Oh, so Tobias Forge from Ghost," and he was like, "I'm not confirming or
Really?
denying," and then he just started talking about Tobias and how great he is, and I was like, "It's pretty much Tobias, because who else is from Linköping? Let's be real."
What other big international bands are from Linköping?
It's not going to be.
Oh.
Who's that guy who does he got like a Grammy because he does music scores for films,
Oh.
but it's not going to be him.
I'm not going to be him. I can't even remember his name right now. It's
Ludwig
definitely not
something
gonna be
maybe I
him.
think his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
No.
going to be him.
Yeah, it's not going to be him.
Put me in the Ghost VIP room at the fucking Saab Arena next time Linköping are playing fucking Malmo
You
or
know
something. I
what?
don't know.
This is just me, just like it's probably not true, but I wouldn't be surprised if you heard that Tobias like vested his Linköping hockey team.
Yeah.
Just put money in. They're not doing great at the minute, but he doesn't care.
Who was it? Someone on Twitter the other day, I think, who is a hockey fan, was like, "God, the season's already started. Your team's playing shit."
Yeah,
Get it
they're
together,
not doing
man.
great.
I mean, they're giving away free fucking tickets by the look of it. Because, side note, on next Friday when I go to Sweden, we may have to pass through Linköping to change to get to where we're going. And I was like jokingly looking to see if a game was on, and there is a game on. Tickets are free.
No.
With a free taco bar. And I'm like, why aren't we going?
We could take a later train to go wherever we need to go.
I want the taco bar. I've heard only strange and wonderful things about Swedish tacos, so I'm like, what are they gonna put on this taco bar?
They put bananas on pizzas, so it could be anything.
I discovered that taco pie is a thing over there, and apparently that is maybe getting cooked for me next weekend.
Ooh.
I'm so excited for you.
But yeah, sports.
We love Sweden.
Thank God for Sweden. But yeah. Well, speaking of Sweden, next episode's probably going to be with a bunch of Swedish people, so you'll have that to look forward to. And yeah, hopefully Ghost does something more interesting soon that we can actually talk about shit. But we'll come up with something regardless, because I promise I'll try and make sure we're back now.
Put your suggestions in the comments. What do you want to hear us talk about?
What do you want us to hear us talk about, please? Because I need ideas.
Yeah.
I can talk about Ghost for hours and hours, so just give me a direction and I'll go.
Yeah, I don't even need a direction. I just need Tobias Forge. Off I go!
I was gonna say, literally click report. So Tobias Forge, okay. 10 hours later.
Yeah.